Well, hi, internet friend. This is episode 3 of my Moonbreaker run to get my first boss run win. In episode 1, we got beat up a ton, and then in episode 2, we got beat up a ton again, but somehow survived. I'd even say we gave up at one point, but still somehow managed to get the win. So here we are, still in run number 1, and on to moon number 3. This episode features yet another weird, ridiculously self-destructive performance. I did find a few new tactics that were hilariously powerful, but overall I still suck at this game. Now here's an important note. These first 3 episodes were all recorded in one gaming session, so I didn't really learn or improve in between moons. So, like, if I make it through moon 3, we may see improved performance in episode 4. But will that be the beginning of a new run, or our first attempt at moon 4? Stick around to find out. And a quick reminder to watch the section after gameplay, where I'll do some in-depth analysis of my performance, along with the bummer of the match and the MVP. And last, a quick reminder that if you like the series so far, give us the old like and subscribe. More importantly, leave a comment. Let me know what you think so far. I'm enjoying making these, but I'd love any advice to get better. And so that, without any further ado, let's get right into the action. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Moon 3. Taking on the Acid Maker Matek. I don't have any idea what she just said.
Your turn.
Alright, here we go. Now this time I'm going to try to figure out ways to make sure that Extilter doesn't screw our own team over too much. So, Acid Maker has this really devastating move called Cure All. Deal 4 damage to all units in the area. That's really powerful. So it's like a ranged, it's like a lob grenade, but twice as powerful. Always put that Shield of Hope on. In the long run, that's gonna really do us a lot of good.
We gotta let it all out.
Your turn.
Be brave.
Yeah, we do. Sludge Blair in the game. Alright, so early in this round, just trying to get some health back for our main boy here.
I've got plans soon.
So it probably would have been smart to start this ranged character down here towards the south of the map. Get some damage in right off the bat. But instead I decided to go north, attack
Opponent's turn.
the pile of sludge for no apparent reason, and then I think my idea was I was gonna sneak around the back with the ranged attack so that we can flank, and that would make it difficult for them to throw stuff at multiple of us.
Your turn.
Whoa, Beatrice Enforcer.
These paradoxes give pause.
But I couldn't move on its first move, so it wasn't really a danger to us.
Hey there. Battle. A steamy ballet.
So here it would be wise to get all the way to the east, so I think we can get a shot off on the main dude. And yeah, get one shot off is worth it. Yeah, 2 hits. Not bad. Maximus really going off for a start. Circle off to be protected behind the bear. That's nice.
Grenadier here. Embrace it.
We'll get my friend Titonia out here.
Its turn.
She can lob some grenades. We're off to a good start. Not a great location. Not close enough to be able to make the damage worth it.
A place to hide from it
So that's good. She's not able to get close enough for melee attack. And this sludge sprayer is just dropping sludge everywhere.
a minor result.
Your turn.
Oh, Deadeye. Okay, now this character gives me trouble right off the bat. And wow, really just piling everybody in over in this corner. Tipu is not a very pleasing character to run into. I still don't quite understand why Tipu has this temporary stat bonus. I don't see what that has to do with anything, or like how that happened. So that part's still bothersome to me, even till now. Like, if anybody could give me a comment to tell me why that unit has bonus attack, it just doesn't make sense. And I'm still not sure I understand when retaliate occurs, as proven by the fact that I just basically suicided my character trying to hit Tipu. Doesn't make sense. Here's me trying to like figure out like why did that just happen. I thought I was getting the hit. I know about retaliate, but I just don't know why it happens sometimes but not other times. It doesn't really
I've got
work for me.
plans soon.
Couple extra XP. I mean, HP is worth it. Love to lob. And luckily, we're getting Tipu with some damage here pretty early, so 40% shot.
Opponent's turn.
Why? Why did I do that? Doesn't make sense. Why not at least take the shot at the unit? I don't get it. So you're going to see a lot of I don't get it over the course of the rest of this episode. But I think the computer's AI makes a lot of bad decisions too, so that works out well. But that might have to do with it being one of the early moons, and maybe as the game goes on, there'll be fewer dumb AI mistakes, which would cause me to get obliterated.
Your turn.
More blobs.
We must do
Those
this.
blobs are sometimes valuable. Most of the time, don't really do too much.
I move
Okay, there's another occasion where I got retaliated against, so
Captain, your health is at 50%.
are a distraction.
but at this point I decided gotta get rid of this dude, Tipu. Ah, that's so annoying.
Use this wisely.
Why wouldn't I stop and slow down and check to make sure that I'm not gonna get murdered in that case?
Best in the reaches.
But at least Antios is able to make the kill.
Catch me if you can.
Yes, and my favorite unit is back. Ursix is going to be here to really take things over. All that healing is going to come in so much handy, and I hope I can get the captain all the way back up to full health. That'd be amazing. Fixer. don't even know what I'm doing. I think it's worth it to get that shot because Maximus gets to move again after he takes a shot.
Opponent's turn.
And that's mildly valuable if we can get that blob out of there. It'll open up a lot of shots for us. Let's get that health.
Here we go.
So,
Again.
not sure why that happens. I think maybe they're afraid of moving into that space and getting beat up by our captain, but that's really confusing. Works out well for us in the long run, though.
Your turn.
Yeah, Deadeye puts on... Oh, maybe they moved over there to get out of the way so that Crash could get in and cause trouble. Attack all touching units.
You have deployed 5 out of 6 crew on the
But
field.
Florio comes in also here, and that's valuable.
Relax.
This is a great hit. It's 3 dudes. That's 8 damage total. Pretty good.
On the sun side.
Missed with like an 85% success. Now getting rid of this blob is probably the best move we'll make. So I decided not to do it and shoot at that one instead. Like, it's really pretty dumb overall. These moves just don't make sense. But I'm still learning and still trying to get better. And all that health. Come on, let's go. Already back up to 19. See if we can get to 30. So the good news is Acid Maker here doesn't have any more units to deploy to the field. So once we start to take all 5 of these out, all 4 of these dudes out, we're golden. Here Deadeye gets in range. I don't know why that wouldn't happen last turn.
Your turn.
Seems kind of stuck. That sucks. But see, we got the retaliate, so that's good. And then does the damage over there on Florio, but sucks.
Mother's here.
But that means we get to bring this character in. Oh man, do I ever love this one. So funny. Mother's here. I love it. So here I did this crazy thing where I did the ready launcher first. And I had no idea why. But I was like, forget it. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try to use this ready launcher. But I had no idea what I was doing. So I just said, let's try it. And then lo and behold, it gives extra health to each of the characters it throws at. And I was like, what? So everybody gets health. The ready are the health for this unit. And we can throw them at different units. And then they take more damage if they get lasered while they have ready on them. But I didn't understand that at all to start, so. This dude hits for 4, and then I did Sword of Justice and hit everything, including the Ursix. Like, what am I doing? I get the reasoning a little bit because it like got rid of that guy and he's out of there for good now. So that's a plus, but that's a lot of self damage. I really just can't quite. I can't keep doing that. That's for sure. As we head down to the next, as we head to the next moon, there's just no way I can keep doing that. %'s not bad.
I am in control.
So I think it's smart to move back, get in cover. Coming out from cover here would not be smart because I would lose the healing that's going to happen on the next turn. So we should stay right where we are.
Opponent's turn. Your turn.
This is the part where I'm thinking, how am I going to get out of this?
Hey there.
And I didn't even do anything, but I did get all that health. Look at my guys, are my 2 units back there are in full health already.
Time to strike.
So in a certain sense, there is a reason to say that the Sword of Justice can be used if everybody's inside the circle, because they're just going to regain the health. And if you don't use the fact that the health is going to be regained, then you're sort of not using the resources effectively. I don't know if I buy that in the grand scheme of things as like proper strategy, but I do think that worked out effectively the way that I wanted it to. So here's where I'm wishing I had another ranged character instead of Topoid. But look at this amazing shot. Oh, I liked that a lot.
Don't worry too much.
And the ready's come back, so that's good.
Unit is already at full health.
Is the better part of valor?
No point in moving there, other than the best percentage shot. There we go, another kill. And so now the opponent's down to just the captain. And if we were smart, there's a way to do this where we're going to take out the captain and take no damage. I am not smart, so that's not the way we went about doing this, but
Opponent's turn.
you'll quickly see that their captain is in some sort of broken AI loop, and I could have just one by one shot him out, and it would have been easy, but I decided to do something else, and that caused the captain to realize, oh, I have an attack and I can use it regularly, and it did, and gets all sorts of damage, and I'm dumb. So what can happen is Maximus can walk over here, take that shot, walk back where it was, and then just like, then we're golden. But by making this move over here, Fixer triggers something in the Acid Maker that causes it to re-engage and participate in the matchup again. And that's just, like, I should have known better. And then, like, moving here, actually it must be this one instead of Fixer moving. Moving Toxoid down,
On the sun side.
just... I guess I didn't end up doing that, but... So it was Fixer. No. Okay, so Fixer being where she was worked just fine, but moving her over now is where... it's when I should have realized, like, hey, we had the opportunity to not have this character move at all. Just have Maximus move over, take the shot, and then move back and do it 21 times, and, you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do in order to win a permadeath game, is just be patient and do things the right way, but I just couldn't help myself, so... This way was faster. But mostly because we realized right now that it's like, oh, we can't just take 4 damage every turn from this guy. That's too much, so...
Ooey gooeys. Calculate or contemplate.
Ooey gooeys. Okay, I love this character. There's a small part of me that might end up giving Ready Ma there, the MVP, just because I think his quotes are so funny, and I really like playing as the character. So might not be the most valuable character, but definitely the most fun. It's definitely smart to pull this medical assist right there, because Shu's going to get beat up.
Opponent's turn.
And we'll save her for the next moon if we make it there, but it's looking pretty good at this point. And I think it's smart to come forward to make that attack, but I didn't. Now we're at full health though, so that's pretty tight. But I don't want is, yeah, what I didn't want to have is Acid Maker come forward and shoot our Ursix. Like, that's not good, so we need to now use the medical assist on Ursix so that we can heal the 3, because it doesn't heal itself, so we need to be smarter about making sure that we heal as often as possible. Or keep that thing from taking damage too.
I forget nothing.
Let's go, halfway there. Okay, this is going to be a good one, because this means we're going to be able to do 5 damage to the captain. But why does it get retaliate? I don't understand. And if I jump over here and hit, I'm going to get retaliated against. But I decided to do it anyway. Or not. Oh, nice. Move away. And this way we'll be able to flank and get that next hit, so.
You've deployed the maximum number of crew on the field. The rival captain's health is low.
So pull in Fixer, get the range damage. Did a good job of keeping people separated.
Opponent's turn.
I don't think that Cinder Infusion does me any good, but whatever. Got a little bit more healing in. Ursix still crushing it. Hits Ursix down to 1 health. My goodness. What if it had died?
Cannot deploy more than 6 crew at a time.
9. Damn. So we're definitely gonna medical evac the Nectarvine.
Their bucket list is done.
That way we can gain the 3 health back.
Who you need gone.
And deploy this extra character. Broken Vengeance is a ranged character, so that's nice. So it gets the damage in.
On the sun side.
Nice, got 1 shot in, worth it. Does that mean Fixer gets the last shot?
The righteous prevail.
95%, much better. Alright, let's do this. Moon 3 completed. We're golden. Love it. So, that was pretty good. I think we can do better. But we're on to Moon 4. Yeah, the Ursix Nectarvine was definitely the hero of that matchup. We got some level ups. Yeah, Ursix goes up, Toxoid goes up, Chuck and Co goes up. Good stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at how we did on Moon 3. So, as usual, Ursix Nectarvine was my main source of success. I really ended this matchup with a very healthy Extiller based on having all that health. And Maximus being out there from the beginning means you get scored a lot of points, so this is a total action score graph. Makes a lot of sense, but Ready Wrangler Ma, that was awesome. That character came in and really kicked some butt really fast and moved up the rankings here. This Tipu really kicked up my butt. I really wish we had done better against that particular bad guy. But if we look at the average action scores, and you can see Tipu being the main pain. You can see that Maximus is way lower, and Ready Wrangler Ma is troubled by the fact that it takes 2 moves to pull off a really powerful laser. Like, the laser works nicely by itself, but to be a super powerful one, you need to do the throwing of the Ready first and then do the laser, and it's very, very powerful, but it takes 2 moves to do, so the average action score for Ready Wrangler Ma is a little bit lower. That being said, I thought it was such a cool move and perfect timing to kill off 2 people, nearly kill a third, so I'm still tempted to give the MVP to this unit because it was really successful. But the Ursix did its job, so I think we're going to really have to think about this for a minute. Let's look at skills. So you can see here that skills, the Healing Bloom, very successful, ranged attacks, very successful. And you can see the Ready Launcher is a required part for a laser. So I'm thinking maybe these should be 1 skill, but you could do them separately. So because you could do this on a positive note and throw the Ready Launcher at teammates and heal them. So yeah, I think have to keep it separate, but you have to keep in mind this laser is not quite that successful. Man, I suck at this sort of justice. I really have to figure out how to not hit my own teammates with this particular move one of these days. And the Shield of Hope and Rally really should be more successful. Like, just getting more points on the board by blocking and being successful with those really should be valuable, but I tend to use them really horribly. And lastly, let's look at the damage chart. Yeah, the Acid Maker. Again, as I said in the commentary, I could have probably killed off this Acid Maker without it even moving from the corner of the board, just because it was an AI glitch. But then I screwed around and decided to have it be part of the matchup, and there's really no reason to think it should have got this much damage off. But look at all that damage from Ready Wrangler Ma. Oh, I gotta give it up there. And as much as I bag on Extilier for, you know, being a haphazard attacker, there's a lot of damage that was done here. So I think, so if I'm going to think about MVPs, let's go back to the average action score. On the one hand, Ursix was very successful, doing its job effectively. Ready Wrangler Ma, very successful and exciting performance. Maximus was out there for a long time, causing a lot of trouble, and really put us in the right positions. I'd put those 3 at the top of the list, you know, just because I thought it was such a cool move and a cool moment and such a great new addition to the team. I'm going to give the MVP to Ready Wrangler Ma, but I would say that Ursix really deserves to get a 2nd place there. As for bummer of the match, yeah, I have to once again give it to Extiller. I'm going to keep pronouncing that wrong until I really take the time to figure it out. The Sword of Justice is just such a bummer to watch it hurt my own teammates and kill off my own teammates, and I got to figure that out. And so in the next mission, I hope to figure that out more effectively. So I thought we'd wrap this up by having a look at the full team through 3 moons. And thought it might be nice to just show our team and try to think a little bit about how we could be smarter and better going into moons 4 through 6. It's clear that I'm very successful at getting a lot of healing. I'm very good with ranged attacks, and I have to be smarter about how to deal with melee attacks. Really, our captain should not have that low of a action score, so I'd like to see that improved over time. As you can see on the skills update for moons 1 through 3, melee attacks are great, healing is amazing, so the normal attacks are, you know, happening a lot and are pretty successful. They get a lot more points because they cause damage. Looking at non-attacks, the Healing Bloom, obviously way more successful. Medical, health pickups, all really great. I really would like to see myself doing better with all the other stuff, specifically Rally and Shield of Hope. They can really protect us from getting hit. So in episode 4, we'll be moving on to Moon 4, and hopefully you'll see a better version of my performance going forward. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the analysis, and I hope that you stick around for the rest of the run. See you later.